Today we're going to talk about how football has taught me everything that I needed to know in life. My philosophy, leadership principles, creating a culture, and things that we need to realize. My philosophy is broken down into four parts: relationships, simple scheme, stamina, and constant continuous improvement. Kaizen. Relationships. A principal once told me in criticism that the kids didn't fear me. I told him, "Thank you. I am not trying to create a culture of fear. I want the kids to love me and to love each other." Most people try to overcomplicate things. My philosophy is to create a simple scheme and don't overcomplicate things. Kids can play faster and become more confident like this. It doesn't matter what you believe, but if you cannot keep up your stamina, it doesn't matter. You cannot play. Keep going. If you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8. Remember, it's a process, a marathon, not a sprint. I talk constantly about Kaizen. Kaizen is the process of constant daily improvement. What are you doing today to get better? I also like to talk about Shoshin, the beginner's mind. This next section talks about my leadership beliefs. I'm using the Army model of be, know, and do. The first concept is be, meaning have character, have integrity, honesty. Ed Abner once told me, never pass by a mistake. If you see a piece of paper, pick it up. Next, know. Do you have self confidence or do you have competence? Competence is the personal, technical, and tactical competence of getting the job done. It doesn't matter how confident you are if you are not competent. Next is do. Have action. You should be influencing people, helping with the operation of a project, or constantly improving. Whose footsteps will you follow? If you have character but not competence, will you still follow me? If I have competence but not character, again, you will not follow me. I once saw a lecture by Tim and Brian Kite. It was actually a clinic. They told us that leaders drive culture, culture drives behavior, and behavior produces results. To create a culture, people have to know that you care. Although it's an old saying, it's true. Nobody cares how much you know until you know how much you care. In creating a culture, we are a band of brothers. We are not soldiers, but we want to fight for each other. Soldiers in the past fought for each other and not necessarily for our country. I want to create an environment of positive peer pressure. Having kids help other kids, being positive, being vocal. We also talk about things that we can control, our circle of control. We can control our temperament. We can control our character. We can control our assignment. We can't control our friends. We can't control the weather. We can't control what other people think of us. Some general beliefs that I have is I believe that I am the role model. I am the role model in my classroom. I am the role model of my family. I'm the role model of on the football field. The biggest thing I learned in teaching and in coaching is that every child has a problem. You might not think it is a problem, but it is certainly a problem for them. It's up to you to recognize and acknowledge that problem. I've also come to find out that teenagers, yes, do know the difference between right and wrong. They just choose wrong. Why? Because that's why. They just choose wrong because. And there's no rhyme or reason why they do that. Ending, my mom always told me to be good. Whenever I would leave, she would say, Jerry, be good. Those are pretty good words to live by. Be good in my philosophy, be good in my culture, and be good in everything that I do.